to Dungeons and Shenanigans. You're not gonna want to say no to this.
That is the first time they saw you on camera.
So, welcome back to Dungeons and Shenanigans. We are still here doing shenanigans. So, fun little factoid about us. We lost episodes. How many was this?
4 and a bonus episode.
4 and a bonus episode. So, we lost a bit of episodes. This is episode 80?
This is episode 80. We're just going to keep it at episode 80.
Perfect. So, we are episode 80 now. So, we lost those episodes, so we're going to do a quick rapid-fire recap, just to try to get everything situated. Probably going to gloss over some things. That's okay. We know what those details are. We'll play into them. We're good.
We all rolled really high every time.
All the time.
And no one took damage.
And no one fell in a well.
Yep.
Followed all the plot lines.
Yeah, perfectly.
So,
Recap over.
Don't swim straight down.
okay, so, to pick off, so everybody made it to the top of the mountain, Mount Saphius.
Yes.
So everybody, don't start with me. So
Syphilis?
everybody went to the top of Mount
Syphilis.
Saphius. Mount Syphilis, yes.
Nope.
No.
So, everybody,
No.
wrong mountain. So everybody made it up there. They encountered the Spirit Walker tribe and met with their chief, which is known as the Pathmaker. His name is Oryx Orenthal. He is a member of the 22, just the same as Vela.
Yep.
Then he ended up basically testing everybody to see what your potential was and assigned a trainer for each one of you to be able to master your expertise a little bit more. As that progressed, then we went into a 6-month in-game time skip where everybody kind of had different attributes and traits. They mastered their Aether a bit further. Some of their looks and styles had changed. So what would be a notable style change of Da?
Well, his Rin, his tusks would be a little bit longer, a lot bit longer, like maybe a foot longer.
Okay.
And I can't remember exactly, maybe 13 inches, but we're splitting. Then his
Average.
then his brandings on the
Or
tusks
Alexa.
were extended to
Standing too high.
yeah. We're extended to Matt or to add all of the new storyline that goes into his runes.
And then Cal, what's a physical change?
He has like these burning like dark scar marks that look like chains wrapped around his arm, and he's a lighter now, so he's like a light tan.
Kind of cream.
Yeah, but he does have like in the cracks, it's like very dark. And are we gonna go over the
We'll go over that in just a second.
spirit changes
Yes. We'll go over that. So then we'll get to you in a second. Bella.
Oh, Vela got a new outfit. That's it. She's in a light purple dress now. That's the only change.
Perfect. Forgot. I don't know why I forgot. Ifan, what is a physical change that you had?
I mean, it's easy to forget. I've been gone the past few weeks. For me, for Yvonne, he got a bunch of just burns and pockmarked skin, and these burns that would never heal and are wrapped up and is more bandaged than normal.
Lovely. Rose.
She has these like kind of lightning bane-esque scars on her hands, kind of going up her forearms.
Yeah, that was. I
That
think
was
that was
pretty- I think
the
that was-
physic. Yeah, the big
Yeah.
one. Unless you change something of your style.
No.
Cool. And then Susie.
Yeah, she just physically looks more like a shadow now. Kind of like, you can't quite tell, like, the outline of her looking at her. Like, it almost seems like it's shifting a little bit. Like, you're all, and not like a... Everyone understands what I'm saying.
Yes.
Kind of blue.
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Shadow
We got
flies
that.
on your body.
Yeah.
So everybody went through a different physical change that kind of signified they made a change in their life and with their new power and learning what that power means for them. Whether that's physically altering them or mentally altering them, who's to say? Then after the time skip, after everybody kind of had their changes, everybody had trained throughout those 6 months in mastering a specific form of usage for their aether to be able to hone it and master it into a well-forged blade of sorts. You more literally. So then, after that 6-month trial, then it was time for you to do another trial, which was called the Trial of Spirits, where you would venture into the woods to go bond with a aether spirit. If you could not bond with an aether spirit, you would fail and you would be basically expelled from the village. And it is seen as a rite of passage for everybody who goes through that village and trains within it, including the actual villagers themselves. So, after that was established, you guys were about to start the ceremony in order to venture in when Oryx, it has one of, I believe it's 4 spirits that reside within the 2 mountain peaks in Abyssia. And those are known as the mountain gods. So they are supremely powerful and ancient aether spirits that 2 of them remain wild, 2 of them work alongside the 2 kings of the mountains, really. So on one other mountain, it's known as I believe it's the Thunderkeeper's Throne, something like that.
Yeah.
So that is that's the temple to Cord the Stormlord. So it's one of the oldest Stormlord temples within Grimthane, if not the oldest, at least the oldest standing. And it's well maintained, and everybody there is very just zealous for the faith. There was audience needed to be happening between the 2 mountain gods that made contracts with the 2 kings. The King of Lightning flew in basically with a chariot of lightning on a lightning bolt and appeared before everybody and had companions with him. One of his companions was our good friend Tanis, played by Andrew. So Tanis was here for a bit, and we got to meet some of his traveling companions. We got to meet Bob, who is a half-orc. Just kind of little dumb, but you know, he's got a great spirit.
But we love him.
We love him. And then we met Opal, a tiefling who is a little sassy, but not in the good ways, but also in the good ways. Very just strong-willed. And they also, all 3 of them, it was now their time to venture in and gain a spirit. Everybody had entered into the forest, and everybody got a different spirit. Everybody went through a different trial. For Lanti, you found out that the spirit that had been following you, this raven, this 3-skulled raven that had been, you've been seeing visions of it since you started on this journey of spirit metal and aether. You learned that this was the previous god of death, a creature that could not die, for he is truly death incarnate, but was shattered long ago and is now trying to pick up the pieces. You made a deal with him to basically become his right hand, essentially, to become the hand of death. So that was the aether spirit that you had bonded with and you made a contract with.
Best decision.
Rose, you met with a little salamander named Ember, a little fire spirit that just warms your heart. Just a little sweet guy. Ifan, you met an entity that had a fiend-like kind of appearance, just a long, lanky, just frame that had just like all of this like deep pitch black skin that kind of faded into like a gradient white on the fingertips. The face itself looked almost like cruel and morphed, with these 2 gazelle-like antlers that reached up, which you nicknamed Artemis. You gave him the name Artemis, and he vowed to help you hunt your enemies and use his flames to empower your flames even hotter. Then Cal made a contract with a sphinx made of black quartz named Tyrael. Tyrael is empowering his aura. essentially, aura of conquering and of petrification. Then we had Tanis, who found a little metallic armadillo that absolutely loves lightning strikes on him. And
Yeah, problematic.
a very problematic armadillo,
But we still love him.
but we adore him. And you took a lot of lightning damage for that, but survived, and that's what you needed to do. Then Vela, otherwise known as Veal, who got the nickname.
Yep.
So
Jonah can't write the name right.
nope, because dyslexia, which I don't even have.
Specifically for that word, yeah.
For
Yeah.
Veal especially.
Yeah.
So she ended up getting 2 spirits. One that saved her because she had the moonstone from.
Yep, no, we have to. Yep, the Sehani Moonstone, yes.
So she had a moonstone that she had gotten from Sehanine on the beaches, and decided because it was starting to glow that kind of aquamarine, she held it over the well and then dropped it into the well because it was refracting moonlight onto it, and she dropped it into the well and it started to sink. She jumped in after it and decided to just keep swimming to the bottom of the well until her, with a very low constitution, started to drown. She failed her constitution checks, and right before she died, she was saved by an aether spirit, a blue giant named Buddy, who she nicknamed Buddy. He was just a big old oaf, and just somebody who's just a gentle spirit. And
I don't have a fever right now like I did during that.
so she had that fun thing, and as she was recovering from that, another companion came up to her, and it was a small cat that looked like it had its fur was plucked out of the astral sea of the sky. Its eyes, these very bright, like mango flesh, just a single color of those, and it had a third eye that would open when it was seen into visions. And she named that one Nova. Opal, one of Tanis's companions, had a small porcelain finch as her companion and named it Chip. Bob had 2 spirits. He had Zalgar, a serpent, a winged serpent that had these glittering scales that kind of refracted the light within it, almost like a prism within the scales, and he named that one Zalgar. Then there was a dire wolf, which also refracted light, and it had these kind of multi-colors to it, almost crystallizations, and that one he named King. Da, Mr. Wren here, he already had contracts with 2 spirits. He had Kangji, a firebird peacock with a bit of a pompous attitude, but willing to help regardless, and would amplify his natural capabilities and kind of embolden them and strengthen them. Kyungji, a silverback ape, and that one had a scarf and a walking stick and was just kind of a calm soul and would help him control his elements. And then he met his newest companion, which was a wolf made of green vines and briars with these red flowers that would bloom for its eyes, and that one he named Huza, for who's a good boy.
Who's a good boy?
Who's a good boy?
And he is a good boy.
He is a good boy. So, everybody had completed in that. Everybody exited the forest, Vela being the last, for obvious reasons. Tanis being one of the first to come out. And
Totally wasn't a competition though, or nothing.
definitely not. So, after we had that fun state, everybody sealed their spirits into their spirit metal into the final ceremony. That evolved your spirit metal further and created a new meaning, a new form, a new essence to the spirit metal. For you, it grew your tusks and added 2 new morphs into the story of your tusks and added runes of that signify family. and those were where the three spirits that you have contract with reside. For you, your antlers grew and created almost like these kind of hooks and ornamentals that kind of connected to each other. Made it more of a cage rather than just antlers that just stuck out, but more of a cage-like formation on top. For Tanis, I don't remember what we did for Tanis.
For my medal?
Yes.
Um,
I don't think you were here for that.
no.
Yeah, no,
And
this
then
was
what
the
was
fire
your
egg.
spirit medal again?
This was fire egg.
I don't remember.
I believe it was like a circlet.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So that one would probably evolve into more of a, not necessarily a helmet, but kind of a crown shape with the circlet. Like the circlet itself kind of grew and created kind of like, for lack of a better term, like an armored yarmulke.
Oh, that's pretty
But still has like all of like the ornamental.
I'm sorry, this was a really fun
An armored yarmulke.
It's time for Hanukkah.
Yes, sir. By the time this episode comes out, who knows? So,
Yeah.
that's fun. And especially because you have an armadillo, it works. For Vela, her spirit medal on the where the horns are, the kind of branches started to kind of bloom a bit more within the metal and create a more ornamental look. Her pendant itself turned. Didn't it change as well?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think
Did it?
I think it became less of like on a string, but more of like an actual like a little thicker of the band on there. And then for Rose, we didn't get to this because you weren't here, I don't think.
Ooh.
So
No,
for
you didn't do the fire.
so
You
for
didn't do the fire.
you did not do the fire.
You-
Yvonne
Not
did
the
the fire.
Yvonne did the
Yeah,
fire.
Yvonne was just doing the fire the whole time.
Useless.
So
Useless. Laying on
So
the floor,
to
doing
help,
the fire.
to help understand, your the guitar that you have kind of created more of a electric guitar look and less acoustic guitar, and kind of created these striations that dug a little bit deeper in, and added a little bit of a less of a gunmetal color and more of just like this very, very dark but faint blue kind of a refraction when it hits sunlight. And seems like you'll never break a string ever again.
Yay.
For you, the pendant of the raven skull grew to almost create this shoulder mantle piece.
Yep.
That kind of created these feathers out of metal that kind of draped over each other, almost like scale mail, that kind of like covers her shoulder blades. And for Yvonne, for you, it grew the tattoo and created the antlers, and it grew to almost create the antlers to become a cherry blossom, which there's a few people who you've seen that have aether connection and have a connection of some sort with cherry blossoms on some part of their skin.
Huh.
Something to keep in mind. So that was the main trials. So afterwards, there was a big event, a big party, a big bonfire at the very center of the
Celebration.
village. Created this enormous bonfire, and everybody celebrated. And it was a egg shape, and
Egg.
you had the honor of lighting the flame.
I did.
Egg, and lit the
Bella took
and
pictures
lit
of me.
the
I'm so proud.
you lit the
Egg.
on fire.
Egg.
Egg.
You performed pretty much the whole night because, of course, you did.
Of course I did.
Tanis probably just meandered around a little bit. Yvonne did the fire.
Did the
Yvonne
fire.
was just doing the fire.
You were doing the fire the whole time.
No, they danced.
Yeah, that's right.
That's fun.
Yeah,
fire.
Yvonne and Bella danced a bit.
Bella taught me how to dance.
Bella
Yeah,
did
Bella
teach
did
you
teach
to
you how to
dance.
dance.
Bella taught me how to
Um,
dance.
Cal decided it was about time
She
that
taught me to
that
do
you
the
went to
duck.
bed. Cal decided to go to bed, and that way he could get up in the morning bright and early to get the day started. Yvonne was just doing the fire.
Yeah, do the fire.
Who's doing the fire?
Da went over with Huza because Huza heard something in the woods, so they left. to go check that out.
Mhm.
You were sloshed.
I was.
And you watched
Susie took this one time to let her guard down, and it was a bad decision.
Susie watched Cal walk to his room, so she followed and basically was banging on the door, telling him, "Why aren't you still partying? The night's still going." And you said,
Called him a nerd.
"I don't know what you're talking about." And then a woman dressed in a kimono, a maid, basically came over and was like, "Is everything all right? I heard shouting." And Susie, belligerent, was basically yelling at her, saying that she needs to party, and she goes, "Okay." And Cal said, "Can you take her back?" And she said, "Sure, I'll make sure she gets back safe."
Get some water.
Get some water.
And just get sad.
water,
As you were led away with her, Cal kind of gave it a little glance, but didn't think much of it. Vela, you noticed in kind of a clearing nearby there was a pool that refracted the light of the moon perfectly. But while going over to that puddle, you soon realize that's not a real water source. That is a illusion.
And the Empress was like calling her or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was an illusion. So you immediately went into fight or flight mode, about to yell outwards before you were stuck in a silence bubble. You were assaulted and handcuffed, and the handcuffs themselves seem to have sealed your aether, including your spirits. You were taken and knocked unconscious. Susie, as you were at the well, you were given. She brought you to the well to get some water.
Which she didn't want.
You did not want,
I
and
did
you
not want.
also didn't pass the passive perception to see the sleight of hand of her slipping something into your water, in which you drank. And the effects soon kicked in, and you also drew unconscious and sleepy.
At least you got poisoned. I got knocked out over the head
I know.
after seeing
But
you.
I was gonna say, so she knows that I'm also
Yeah.
Yep.
taken, but I don't know if she was.
We should probably let people know, since I'm not like interacting. I'm taking a break. I honestly shouldn't be here right now. So
But she isn't.
I am
over.
here to
But she,
spectate, but Bella's not around.
So in
For a
this
long time.
moment, I forgot why you realized.
I have
The
I
alarm
have
went
the spell, the locate object.
well,
Well,
The alarm went off because Dog got attacked.
that's
yeah,
true.
yes,
Yeah,
he
exactly.
almost got kidnapped.
He almost got
narrowly
kidnapped.
escaped.
Yes.
Because he turned into a weasel.
Yes. And weaseled his way out of there.
He did.
Man.
And realized his forms now have tusks as well.
Yes.
You're cute
Um,
little weasel duck.
And I forgot that the rune markings didn't they also go onto his face a little bit more?
Yep.
With the,
So yeah, I
They
think
kind of they spread onto the face a little bit and kind of created these tear-like marks onto his face.
teardrops for every.
Exactly.
Teardrops on your guitar. Taylor's version.
No. So that is the alarm went off. Everybody you went to the center, warned Oryx. Oryx sounded the alarm. Everybody got up and was ready for combat. You immediately ran to go meet up with everybody, casted locate object, knew the kimono, casted it on there, ran after Susie's, and you brought Daw with you. Everybody else kind of stayed where you guys were to go look for Vela.
I said I'm gonna get Susie. You guys get Bella.
Not realizing they were in the same place.
Yep.
So for you, you chased down the changeling. You chased down the main group. You split off from each other. When you went after the changeling, she basically soon found out that you were a force that she could not fight. So she gave up and pledged allegiance and begged for mercy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
United States of America.
You ended up using Tyrael's power to petrify her hands and destroy them, and basically pick her up over your shoulder and have her lead you to the main group that Daw already started to encounter, which then started fighting Daw. A group of bandits that you saw Susie and Vela laying there, and They had some sort of machine that they were working on. And right before that happened, the wizard had banished you.
Yes.
And you were in a harmless demi-plane.
It was really nice.
It was really nice. It
Little
allowed you to
vacation
heal.
for you.
It allowed you to heal and just kind of
Sent you
get
to.
better.
You did. That was an A+ move.
That was
Yep.
Really. This is the bonus episode.
So you were able. It was his beach episode.
It was so
Um,
Aw.
so you broke out of there, but right before you did, you got there, Cal, and started fighting. You soon found out you were going to be dropping very low in HP. For I believe brevity's sake, you ended up falling unconscious.
When he thought I had that Daw had died as well.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I was fine.
Yep.
So you just went all in,
Cal died.
and then Cal died. Luckily, a Revivify was cleverly played.
Yeah.
But because Cal had died, the shadow within him rose up, and Calamitous became air. And when Daw returned, Daw found the bloody corpse of the changeling that Cal was most likely going to maim but spare. Just absolutely decimated and destroyed, a bloody pulp, and the bugbear that was left behind, that was with the group of kidnappers that was not in range for the teleport that everybody else had vanished with, also destroyed and just beyond repair. Bug everywhere. So you came back and saw Calamitous and immediately went into bargaining mode and flattery. Flattered
Charisma
Calamitous.
is my strong suit.
It was so good,
Wow.
guys.
Wow.
Flattered
It was
him.
so
Well
good.
played.
No, it was legit.
It really was
It
good.
was amazing. RP. Oh my god.
Wow.
Flattered him to the point where he let his guard down and basically kind of created a half lie and a half truth of an alliance with Calamitous, and to the point where it wasn't just him saying this to appease Calamitous. There was truth in that, in their alliance, but it was not the right time for their alliance. And as he went to shake Calamitous' hands, he had one word to say, which was,
It was so funny.
Revivify!
Yeah.
as you had a diamond sleight-of-handed within your palm and clasped hands with Calamitous
Wow.
and casted Revivify
It was so good.
perfectly and allowed Cowl to come back. And then Calamitous was sealed away again, Cowl becoming the emerging party. Petrified. And right before that had happened, you had casted Moonbeam onto Calamitous.
Yeah.
And Calamitous' true form started to appear, which was
Ooh,
an
it was
amalgamation of all of these like tendrils and like horrific looks. The skull of Calamitous, the jaw broke open, and out from the throat came an eyeball. The teeth themselves almost became like rubbery and stretched outwards to kind of create these
Gross.
almost like eyelashes of teeth
Gross.
around the eye that is
Eyelashes and
sticking
teeth.
out.
The worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's
Parts of
that's
the-
a terrible.
Parts of the
Oh.
body were cracked open, and
Oh.
tendrils of shadow started to wreathe out, almost with blade-like appendages at the ends. The body itself starting to break, the arm itself breaking into probably 10 pieces of bone that elongated the arm even further to create this tendrilled whip of blades. It was horrific. Cowl still having a bond with Tyrael. Tyrael about to abandon Cowl because his master had died.
Oh.
But because he came back just in time, he made another deal with Tyrael, and Tyrael had promised, I will petrify you at your command, and managed to petrify the body of Calamitous, this amalgamation that was starting to emerge. And Cal was able to revert his form back into the body of the vessel, into the Minotaur, breaking out from this shell of stone that Tyrael had made, which is still there and mostly crumpled, but
Cool
still
statue.
there.
New monument.
And it was at this moment that you both looked at each other and kind of had a sigh of relief as you turned to go back to the party. You end up meeting up with the rest of the party. So the rest of the party, you guys are now on the hunt for Vela.
And Susie.
They went after Susie. You guys are on the hunt for Vela.
Oh, yeah.
So now it's what they were doing.
So you guys, what are you doing in this exact moment? You need to find Vela. Vela is missing. What does Ifan, Tanis, and Rose do to find Vela?
You're all drunk. So sequentially, this is just after the party.
Yes, the party has not ended officially.
So
This
you
happened
guys
in the
might be
middle.
kind of buzzed,
Yeah.
depending
So-
on how much.
Yeah. What's your
By
inebriation?
this time,
Yeah.
Tanis is back in his room, and he's just been taking a nap.
Oh.
So now
the
he's just
alarm.
waking up, and he doesn't know how dire the situation yet is. So he's just getting ready to make some tea in his room.
There's an alarm.
But he left his door open.
There is an alarm that you hear, a bell going ting
Yeah, so he's gonna continue to make his tea until he finishes.
He's like, man, that
He's
cover's
like,
on the cowbell.
man,
So-
They're shouting
More
cowbell.
So in all reality, then, Rose and Ifan, what are you doing to find Vela?
Well, so I'm not inebriated, I'm assuming, because I'd been performing a lot.
You
right?
definitely would be.
I mean, you might be a little buzzed.
Oh,
Yeah.
You might not be.
I would
I
have had
was
some
blacked
wine, but I
out.
wouldn't have been like.
You're
"What?"
wine buzzed. You're
Wait.
gonna get the headache later, but that's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. I was
Well worth it.
blackout.
I mean, so has as far as I know, has anyone taken any steps to find Bella?
As far as you are aware, no.
I'm going to her
It's-
room.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a great idea.
So,
Well, I
so
think-
Ifan, do you follow
According to-
after that? What do you do with Ifan?
I'm sorry.
It's filled with sticky notes.
Here's where I'm at.
I just want to say, I think right before Vela went unconscious, she threw the necklace, told Ifan, I'm sorry, and that was it.
That's all you heard.
That was
I'm
the
sorry?
last thing
and it got
you heard.
cut off. by the
I'm
way.
sorry.
And then you don't
Nothing.
hear anything anymore.
Seems the cuffs had sealed even those.
Yeah.
No, she couldn't touch the necklace.
That's true.
And then they took it.
Yikes.
Yep. So, you heard her just say, I'm sorry, and you're very quiet again for some reason. I don't know why.
I think it's just the TV.
I can't tell you why I'm quiet.
Oh, there you go. You're a little louder now.
There we go. Are there any animals around, like birds?
In this moment right now, because of the flames erupting, the sound of the banging of the bells, you are starting to see there are birds and bats that are just in the sky right now, because every forest understands that everything is on lockdown. Oryx had initiated a call to put up the barriers on the highest strength that they can go, so that way nobody leaves or comes in. The forest is awake and worried. The forest is on high alert.
The forest is like, yo, 2 girls just got kidnapped.
Yeah. Yo. Real bad.
Not great.
What kind of party is this?
I want to speak with animals to try and talk to one of the birds and have it come here so I can convince it to search around the area and use beast sense to see through its eyes.
Animal handling check with advantage. Actually, I'll give you this. Persuasion or animal handling, your choice. Animal handling at advantage, persuasion at regular.
No, 100% persuasion. Roll. 22.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah.
You end up getting.
I think that means he magically finds Vela.
as
actually.
you're
I am
looking around, you end up seeing something just fly by quick, and you barely channel in and connect with that. You end up speaking out towards it, and you immediately see it clocks you and makes a wide berth around. You hold up your arm, and it lands onto your arm, and you have a falcon that has gained your attention.
Awesome.
It's now looking at you, its head kind of cocked to the side. You see the feathers themselves are not like any falcon you've ever seen. It's these like metallic and reflective feathers of black and red that are just interwoven with each other, creating these beautiful patterns.
I look at him and speak to him and say, "My friend, I have friends in need of help, and I do not know where they are. May I look through your eyes as you search the area?"
As you command.
It's got friend zoned.
And I
Just got
will,
friends
You
zoned.
really
We've been
did.
dating for 6 months.
Who do I look for?
He said, my girlfriend.
My girlfriend.
I will
He's
give
all-
the description of Bella and Susie.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Susie too.
And then
Yeah. One that looks like a ballerina, one that looks dead. Unmixed.
We'll both look dead right now.
Yeah, they both kind of look dead.
As you say that, you throw your arm up and it immediately soars to the skies and it starts to fly over. And you see it interacting with different flocks of birds as it can runs with them or flies with them, and you see it just spread out like a firework.
And then as I toss him up, I stop my concentration on speak with animals and do beast sense. So I'm now seeing through his eyes for the
You
next hour.
immediately you connect immediately in. You kind of fall to your knees a little bit, but your eyes lulled back in just this milky white of your eyes. You are now seeing through the eyes of this falcon. You see a beautiful aerial view. You see the
Egg!
you see the egg on fire.
Doing the fire.
Doing the fire.
The bonfire that's kind of creating this vortex of fire. You see everybody kind of huddled up. You see Joth the Crystal Dragon, one of the not Crystal Dragon, Crystal Wolf, one of the mountain gods is now present, as he was summoned from Oryx. Oryx had summoned him and is now protecting the rest of the people. You see this enormous beast, this primal form, just standing, and even at this aerial view, it's just the presence of it is so daunting. You are seeing there is storm clouds right above that weren't previously there and are now just cumulonimbus, just filled with lightning. Just you see all kinds of flashes within the sky. Yeah, you see the forest. Go ahead and make me a perception check with advantage.
He got that falcon vision now.
Well,
He's like, there's a mouse.
Maybe not.
What do you got?
12 for perception.
12, not enough, but you are seeing there is movement with the falcon because you're seeing through its eyes, not necessarily controlling its vision.
Mhm.
It is looking around constantly. You've never had such erratic vision like this before, and it's almost nauseating. You almost feel like you want to keel over and just throw up right here on the spot, but you hold true. You hold steadfast in this. But you are seeing there are parts of the forest that seems to be more disturbed than others. You see there is a bit of more birds kind of flying into the air in certain areas that aren't in others.
Okay. I'd keep looking. Wait until I had a better visual.
Rose,
Yes.
good job. So you end up running over to Vela's room. You see those paper doors just kind of close. You know which one's Vela's. You immediately slam it open, and the probably the frame kind of cracks a little bit with how fiercely you slide it open.
She was in there. She's like, please.
She's like,
No,
"She's
it's
not.
What's her problem?
So you end up sliding it open. Rose, you end up seeing there is somebody in here that is crouched down and looking through Vela's personal effects before stopping, and you just see their back. They're crouched down, and you see their back, and they know you're there now, and they immediately stop.
Kill them.
Why are they looking at us?
Kill them.
Talons are out.
Yeah.
Okay? You immediately...
Turn around. Stay on the ground.
Roll me initiative.
Oh, no! Kill them! Not alone! You're
Should we all roll initiative? Is that our present?
She is in a separate room. Actually, because you're in your room too.
Because I'd probably be in the hallway or something.
Yeah, you would hear this. I'll give you initiative.
Okay.
You'll act after the first turn. You're technically in surprise round.
Okay, cool.
21.
That's such a good roll.
That's a very good roll. That's a very good roll.
Who is this?
Are you okay?
Yes! I haven't played with you guys in a month!
It's true. You kept going.
Okay. What did you get?
21.
And Tannis?
15.
The
Okay.
instant calming down.
It's rock.
It's
the bull
These bad boys for miles.
I wonder what of my stuff you guys have and what of my
Well,
stuff.
that pen doesn't want to work.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I did.
I have a pencil. No pencil?
I'm a pen boy.
This is actually helping a lot.
Okay, maybe a
So
pencil.
I got a pen for you.
This is
Yeah,
actually
he has
really
it. Do you need a
Do you need
pen?
a pen? Tanner's got one.
Pen.
got a pen.
I actually have a pen.
Pen.
It's okay, Tanner.
I tried.
I has pen.
Do you Hasbro?
If you
I has
Hasbro's like, we're never sponsoring them.
Okay, so Rose, you're
Okay,
first
yeah,
on the
there's the
initiative.
Hasbro sponsorship.
Then it's going to be
They
Tannis
almost-
next round, followed by Tannis next round, and then we have the mystery person.
Mystery
Mystery.
Man.
What if it's Bella?
Oh, sorry, Mystery
What if
Man.
you just yelled at Bella?
Okay. So Rose, in this immediate
She
moment,
would know it's
you say that they don't make a move, but you do see them shifting to turn. What are you doing in this instant? This is like bullet time. This is just all happening in slow motion. You have moments to react. What are you doing in these brief moments?
Second glance.
You're like, turn around. And they're
I
turning
know,
around.
I
and
know.
you kill them.
I know you said psychic
I-
glance. I
I
heard
won't.
second glance, and I
Second
was like,
glance.
what?
New spell.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he
look
goes- he goes-
again, like, huh?
Yeah.
Extra
No, I don't
good
know.
view.
I don't know. Because
What's
like
the move?
I said turn around, and they're starting to turn around, but I know that that's not gonna.
You're like, but we rolled initiative.
But we
Yeah.
rolled initiative, so this is bad.
You don't know the initiative's been rolled. You just know there is somebody there that is turning in an instant, and you can either just keep with that command and see what happens, or you can strike first. It's up to you.
Blindness.
Okay, what's the saving throw on that?
It's con.
Constitution saving throw, okay. That's a natural one.
Oh! Yes!
Immediately, you see the shadow magic emit from your hand as it clouds their vision, and they immediately their heads start going around as their entire vision is now blocked. They're gonna, if they attack, that's gonna be disadvantage on all attack rolls against you.
Do I see their face at this point?
Their face is covered. You see they have I keep saying this with you, but it is a balaclava, so it's a full covered face except for the eyes. I do keep saying that. I love that word. And you see that they do have a hood up over that as well. All you see is just the eyes. You can't really. There is no light in this room.
There's no light in the room.
There is no light in this room. You just see the figure and just the ambient lantern lights outside of the doors. That my bad.
It was.
Are you
I-
giving
I-
it footsies?
I stretched my foot out and then I was like, oh, that's skin.
We said no smooches, but we didn't say no
Right.
footsies.
No, it's no barking. So
No.
what are you doing?
The blindness
There is no from what you can see, there is no identification markings of who they are, what house they might belong to, or if they're a part of an army or they're a part of a militia. You don't know.
Okay.
You just see somebody in all black in Vela's room. Vela's missing.
Who are you?
Persuasion or intimidation, your choice.
You can't roll below
You can't
a
roll
10
below
on
it.
persuasion,
No.
so.
Eloquence.
Eloquence is so good.
It's a 21.
And this is persuasion.
This is persuasion.
You hear a very thick accent, and you know this accent, the where it comes from. You know that this is a. Oh gosh, why is my brain not braining right now?
It's okay. It's brain time.
Because you need to
It's
sleep.
an Ozhaven accent. And you hear you the hands just slightly drift up, and you just not all the way, just kind of halfway. You just see the hands off to the sides, and you kind of looks over the shoulder a little bit, best they can with the blindness.
The opposite direction
Yeah.
of you.
Yep.
They stare at a wall.
They're all, huh?
Yeah.
They're like, please have mercy, but it's like,
Yeah.
Please, let me go home. Please. They're just on the floor.
What assurance do I have?
No.
If I think that you are not here to cause harm, then you will be free to go.
He's like, well, that's a problem. I'm here to cause harm.
Yeah.
I'm literally here to cause harm.
The blindness continues.
I cannot lie though.
Is Tannis here yet?
Hold on.
Please.
As this is just you, the hands are up. That is no assurance at all.
Hardcore lie.
She's like, what?
And you,
No.
and
Yeah,
you
no, I think she
immediately see the hands go down and reach. You just did your action already.
He's
As
blind
it's
as
now his turn, and
He's
he
blind.
is blind,
he's
so
blind.
all attacks are at disadvantage.
He has echolocation though, so he's like.
Joke's on you, he's blind the whole time.
Yeah. He's in the blind man just shuffle through the bags.
It's got the visco filter.
Oh, you're gonna love this.
Am I?
A 2 and a 7 on the first roll,
Ooh.
Okay.
and a 1 and a 3 on the second.
Oh,
As you see, as
you
you
have
see,
no assurance.
immediately
Yeah, you have no-
drawing from the sides, you see 2 hatchets.
Hatches!
As one spins to go after you, and you, as it just hits the door frame, and you see it just crack open, and the other one slam down right next to your feet, and you back out of the way, and you see them just like. Tannis, what are you doing?
I assume I can hear this, right?
You immediately hear all of the the slamming of hatchets and a little bit of shouting.
Okay. Can I use my movement to get in front of the door?
Yeah, I'll say you're able to spend your turn to get there.
Okay.
Because I realized you are second in initiative.
Okay.
So this was technically surprise round.
Okay.
So now we're gonna go into the main initiative. So Rose, you get
Yes.
another action and whole turn. What are you doing? Just missed the attack on you.
I need answers though. I need answers.
Speak with dead
Yeah,
exists.
somebody speaks with that, right? Do I do?
I actually.
I'm sorry, I don't think
I'm
you
so
have
I
that
think I
spell.
could get that
Do you
as a
have that
cleric.
spell?
Yeah. Let's see. I know what
You
level
just have
it's
to take
in.
a long rest and you can get it.
No, he totally has it prepared.
He's got it.
He's got a friend of me.
Yeah, 3rd level. We're good.
Yes, it is a third level spell. Charm person.
Yeah.
Have animated.
Okay.
I will.
Animate 'em.
So charm person, is that something that you can do to a creature that is already hostile towards you?
Ooh, I believe so. Yeah.
It has advantage if
If
you or your
you
companions
attack
are
him
fighting
though,
it.
it makes it fail.
It has advantage.
It has advantage on the saving throw if you or your companions are fighting it. If it fails the
Yeah.
saving throw, it's charmed by you until spell ends or until you or companions do anything
Yeah.
harm.
Perfect.
I'm reading it.
I
I'm actively
Yes.
reading it on your computer
I
right
know,
now.
but you were
All right,
talking
so I'm
faster
choose
than
the
I
dice up a little bit.
Uh,
Let's see, where's that one that was doing well for me?
No, I think you should use
no.
the same dice.
There we go.
You want to use spell dice?
No, because then I'll really fail. Let's see.
That's the point.
All right. So this is at advantage. This is
Yeah.
going to be a charisma saving throw, I believe.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. All right.
Wisdom.
This is
You
a
can give
plus
him
2.
Unsettling words.
What?
That is going to be a 12 total.
No.
Actually, yeah.
It don't. It don't. It don't.
It don't.
It don't.
So
No, he
immediately
charmed.
as the slams down, you just cast out friends, and immediately just the reaction hits. Charm person, my bad.
Try version friendship.
Friends
This is a much weaker spell.
Perfect. As after you cast it, you see the axes. The head kind of lift up and start to try to look around a little bit.
Still blind.
Still blind.
Still blind.
He's still looking in the wrong direction.
Yep. Just looking around. You don't see hostility. Tension, but not hostility.
He sees you as a friend right now, so
He
don't
does.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna.
Oh no, Tannis is gonna come in
Tannis,
and shoot
please
him.
don't.
Oh,
if
man, I
Rose
want
sees
you to
Tannis
go
coming, she's like,
camera.
wait!
You immediately see Tannis around the corner, and you see his hand
No!
glowing with
He's got the
radiant
armadillo in his hand.
Yep.
Like a bowling ball.
Yeah.
It's one of those yo-yos.
Yeah.
It's all
Thought it'd be a yo-yo.
Over the world.
Yeah.
So you immediately stop Tannis.
Yeah. Don't attack.
I'm here to save the day.
It's okay. You don't have to though. Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet. Hang on to that energy though.
Don't worry. Nothing bad is going to happen as I pull out my javelin.
No! Please
Nothing
don't.
bad is going to
I know. Know.
Nothing bad is going to happen.
I don't believe you. It's blind.
And
That's
I,
a natural 20 on the blind save.
Oh,
The vision.
no!
can I use my... Oh, I was going to use my action to prepare to throw my javelin of lightning if the next time he tries to attack someone.
Okay. The vision fades and immediately starts to kind of... And it looks up and sees you holding the javelin and kind of takes a shuffle step. The axe is not raised, but just kind of like in confusion and like,
It's like, how'd you
Like-
choose?
what's going on?
Rose is like, please.
The eyes kind of dart to you.
Okay. Put the weapons down. We're not going to hurt you.
As you quickly...
Put your weapons
No,
down.
no.
We just want to know what you were doing in our friend's room. Pervert.
Keeping
Is
Tom.
that vicious mockery?
Yeah.
That hurts it.
No, man, it would break the charm person, but it would be so good.
Pervert.
The axe is kind of like resheathed into the sides, but the hands are just kind of like hovering the handles, just staring right back at you. And you're now starting to see more detail. You see these deep red eyes staring right back at you. You see a dark skin tone behind it, kind of like an ashy, like gray, almost black. You see just kind of wrapped up, kind of peeking through, just barely. You can almost swear elven ears.
I thought you would.
Alright.
I was like going into full fighter.
Who are you?
I am a shadow.
Need a little bit more detail.
I'm going to cast Zone of Truth.
Yes!
What's the saving throw?
You create a magical zone that guards against its deception in a 15-foot radius sphere. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn must make a charisma saving throw.
This is also a charisma save for you too, Rose.
26.
Wow, yeah, you say that. This is going to be a 17.
Oh, that's my DC.
Ah.
Unsettling word.
You
Yeah.
cast it,
Unsettling
and it,
words.
you feel it does not hold.
Well, do your job.
I did what I could.
Alright. I'll need more information than that.
What information do you need?
Your name, your address,
Your
credit
bank
card
number.
info.
Yeah.
Password, your social number.
And those 3 funky numbers on the back.
Your CCB code,
Your mother's maiden name.
Yeah.
your favorite color, and your
The name
childhood
of your
pet's
first
name.
pet.
And the street you grew up on.
Yeah.
I worked at a bank. So.
Your 5th grade teacher.
Mrs. Nelson?
I need to know your name. I need to know what you're doing here.
Your age.
I need to know why you're in our friend's room.
Feel like one excellent
Can you provide any of that? And I know you can.
I mean you no harm. But I also have to protect myself.
I mean, whoop, comma, big. Like, that's fully Allison. That's just me.
Yeah.
Like,
I said it like Rose.
I know.
I mean, whoop, comma,
big.
big.
I know you have to protect yourself. So do we. So you're gonna tell me who you are and what you're doing here.
I don't think I will.
I think you will.
Your death can make the Stormlord very happy. Now we can either all get out of here alive. You tell us why you're here.
I mean you
Two
no
of us
harm.
will die.
Then why are you here?
I was sent on a mission, and I plan to finish that.
What's your mission? Cuts the chase.
Mm-hmm.
Double it, and I'll give you everything.
What do you need?
I was paid 200 gold for this. Maybe the 400, and all my information is yours.
Go woke or go broke.
I wouldn't know how much gold I have.
Probably not a lot.
Don't
Like,
make me front
12,000,
this.
something like that.
Probably not.
I
a
have
lot.
the gold, but it's in my purse that they're holding.
I'd say like 50 gold. Not much.
This is a big pouch I have.
Really heavy.
Jingle, jangle, jingle. It's so empty.
I give you the pouch, you give me the information, and we get out of here. It's been a long night. My tea's boiling.
Make a deception check.
My tea is boiling.
I'm not going to give you a disadvantage.
And if my tea burns,
because
buddy,
of the
you're
charm
in
person.
for it. You don't want to know what
But-
happens if the tea burns.
I should, but I'm not going to.
You said a deception check?
Yes.
Okay.
To see if you can trick him into believing that that is the proper
4.
attack.
Oh my! Does he get advantage? Because charm?
No. I gave him not disadvantage
Oh my
because of
gosh.
that.
You don't want to know what happens if the tea burns.
Just
it, yeah. You. Oh, buddy.
Oh,
that
buddy.
tea burns.
So
what do you?
I mean no disrespect, but I know the sound of gold. There's not nearly enough in there.
Well, I'm not the best counter.
Still follow up.
Like, Rose is sitting there like, what's happening?
I was told this was 400. You think this is what? I didn't count it. I'm not the best counter. I just love that he goes, well, I'm not the best counter. And then he doesn't move on. He just ends it at that. It sounded like he was going to have a consolation to it. Well, I'm not the best counter.
He is charmed for 1 hour.
Oh, he's charmed.
So he is not threatened. He is threatened by you, but is not threatening back.
Mm-hmm.
He is cautious. He treats you as somebody who he would just know on the street, kind of a person. Less so of like, oh my gosh, I've known you my whole life. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's more just I hold no ill will towards you. I'm passing through.
Mm-hmm.
We need to know what you're doing in her room.
Basically. Yeah. It's like, you're going through her stuff, which is bad. So we need to know what you're doing. We would also like to know who you are, but we can work on that.
Like I said before, everything has a price. If you're willing to pay that price, everything will be yours.
So then,
No, I can't do that.
if I give you 400 gold, what will you tell me?
Whatever you need to know, whatever you want to know, whatever information I have to give, it is yours. I will work on your side.
Listen.
I hold no ill will towards you. I was paid to do a job, and that is what I will do.
How about 300?
Make a persuasion check. going to say this is going to be a DC 16 because of Charm Person. 18.
Yeah, even if she rolled a 1.
Yeah,
she's
it's an
still
18.
Yeah.
Mhm.
325.
I said 300.
Make another persuasion check. This is going to be a higher DC. Because I want this to be a little bit of a challenge, we'll say this is a DC 20. Because you cannot roll below an 18.
So she rolled a 19.
27.
Wow. Wow.
Now where is
That
she?
was amazing.
300 gold. As we agreed upon.
300 gold.
Where is this 300?
I have it.
Yeah. It's the 50 gold
One.
per second.
2,
3.
Yeah.
You know how to count. You're no 10.
You're
Dennis, did
She's
you want
a
to
much
count
better
this?
counter.
Yeah.
She also worked at a bank, so it's like
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Who counts in nines?
You know.
Yeah, my bad.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I meant.
300 gold. Before I forget,
300
I'll take
gold.
it out of my
Pockets it, puts it away. Ask away.
This is making a dent.
He nods his head. Ask away.
What is your name?
I lost my name a long time ago. I am an assassin.
Side quest.
Okay.
That's not a good thing.
No, it's not. What were you doing in our companion's room?
I was sent in here to take any personal effect that she has.
Anything.
Anything and everything.
Why?
Because they believe that she might have extra things that they might be interested in.
Who's they?
As I look at my notes real quick. Where is that? There it is. Ooh. So, you see him just, his eyes kind of narrow. I work for House Talia of Nether Hollow.
Give me a second.
Yep.
Nope. That's how you spell house, yeah.
They adopted me as an orphan and trained me in the ways of assassination.
We have a lot more in common than you think. Should I tell
Good
my
cop.
story?
Good cop. Good cop. Good
Hey,
cop,
buddy,
friend.
we're the same guy.
We have a lot more in common than you might think, friend.
You see his, you don't not get much from his facial expressions, but he does give you a, okay, kind of look back to you.
Where would you be taking our companion's things?
To the drop-off point.
Elaborate.
I am able to slip in and out of shadows very easily. These barriers that they have here, very passable. The plan is make my way into a teleportation circle, teleport out, and find myself back within Ethereum royalties. I am to give it to the Dust Maven. The Dust Maven.
Did you come alone?
I have other companions. They have different jobs.
What are
Yes.
their missions?
Capture and detain. I don't know their succession. I don't know if they were successful in capturing, but any and all people who exhibit aether traits, especially from the generator, they are to be taken and they are to be tested by S0-Zi. arcane person who has a machine that can detect residual generator stuff. And it was reacting an awful lot up here. And I presume you are part of that.
Sorry, I got the biggest impulse. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Really?
He can see now, right?
Imagine.
Okay.
So you can't see us. I don't like that you can see our faces and we can't see yours. I want you to take that off.
300 gold is 300. You see him pull the mask down and kind of pull the top half off, and you see a drow. Hair completely shorn, just very thin, just like buzz cut. You see just the just little white prickles of hair. The eyes themselves, just this deep set red. You see the face itself. Part of it almost kind of like looks like misshapen and morphed, kind of from a burn. It looks like. You see just a bit of scarring on the face. Nothing that's like a huge scar across the eye or anything, but you do see he's not had an easy life. No notable traits other than just the burn marking on his face. Everything else seems to be anonymity. There is no like, oh, he has a mustache or he has a tattoo on his face of this. It is just somebody who is made to blend into the shadows. Somebody who is made to not attract attention.
Thank you. If your companions were successful, where would they be taking those that they detain?
To the Dust Maven. First, they would take them to Port. That is where she operates out of primarily. And then from Port, who knows? That is the drop-off location. I do not work with the Dust Maven. She is of the Earth House, which I am no part of. Astalia does work with them, but she works by her own rules. We
Take-
dropped them off there. Yes,
Take us to your companions.
I don't think I can do that.
We gave you 300 gold.
I
We gave you 300.
You attempted to give 50 and then you kept it. Power move, honestly. Leaving Rose to foot the bill. God. You're like, he's next on the list.
If I show myself leading their enemy straight to them, it is my life as well. I told
Believe-
you information was what I would give you. I can tell you where they might be. I don't know exactly.
Well, you've already lied in your heart.
Is that so?
Yes, you've exposed yourself to us. You're just a killer for hire.
Yes.
What better are you? We free you. We redeem you. You no longer are bound by evil.
You grew up in a religious setting, being taught the ways of the Storm Lord and his valiant efforts to keep the peace, the strong father. I was not raised under such prestigious means. I've had to fight to get where I am, to survive. I've had to watch people that I consider family, siblings, die by my own hand so that I myself did not die. There is no redemption for a man like me. Not through your God.
What do you say we do with him? Some darkness must be quenched.
I'm all for setting the captive free, but if said captive is more of a threat alive,
As I told you before, gold can be paid. I may have allegiances to House Talia because they are the ones who adopted, raised, and trained me. But I am no family member of theirs. I hold no land, no titles, no deeds. I am not part of that family other than as a shadow. And the shadows always shift into favorable light. So tell me, is your light more favorable than theirs is?
I don't even know what to say.
Don't even know what to say at this point.
The honest truth is, I genuinely do not know how much we can trust you.
Very fair. I am a sellsword.
Yeah. And you were going through our friend's stuff, and it's a whole thing.
Yes. I do not know your friend. I do not know either of you. I have never met you, never heard of you. The only information I have is take everything here. I can say I was stopped. I can say whatever I want.
Have you already? Do you have some of our companions' items in your possession already?
And he points at the bag that's like open, and it has like her stuff that's kind of just like kind of scattered in this like small pile.
Just pictures of
Um,
Ethan.
It's just so many headshots of Yvonne.
Where did she even get those?
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna start picking everything up and putting it in the bag and hold it with me.
Take you.
So no,
He's gonna keep it.
Everything.
Yeah.
Is in there.
everything is in there.
Yeah, safe. Yeah, sure.
Inside?
He's gonna sell it for 400 gold.
Hmm. 9.
From what you know and how the spell works and how much you paid him, you know that he is not withholding truth unless it is going to directly endanger him.
Based on like what I saw on the ground, does it seem like anything was missing?
I mean, you don't really know the contents of Vela's bag
No, but
back and forth, but I mean, it looks like you caught him in the middle of getting here.
Mhm.
Like he had just gotten here and was now starting to rummage through and was not expecting to get caught and was going to be rummaging through, making sure he got everything kind of collected, and then throwing it all in the bag again, dipping. So you seem to have caught him midway
Right.
through that.
what do you think?
I don't want to waste any more time.
Me either. You said Sudpart?
Sudport. That is the drop-off location.
We should gather the party.
Go.
No, pinky promise you'll
He folds his ears back in. You see him put the hood up and just kind of take a few steps back into the room, into the shadows, and you see the window open. He's just maintaining contact with you both. And he just keeps stepping backwards. Not turning his back, still looking at both of
Wait.
you.
Give us your weapons.
Give us the hatchets.
I will not be able to defend myself.
That's your problem.
I was gonna say I think you're more than capable.
I don't think so.
Everything has a price.
50 gold.
400. Right here, this bag.
Gives him the same bag. 400. Yeah.
50 gold would buy you one.
It's more than enough.
You see, he goes ahead and opens like a piece of the like the leather armor that he has, and you see him throw a dagger down at your feet. As
Oh. So he still has the hatchets. Yeah.
Take it.
Ooh, now you have a dagger. Dagger.
it gives a very like facetious, courteous bow before getting into the window and jumping out through it.
And dying from falling.
Yeah.
As soon as the trapper
This
wears
is
off,
a
he's gonna be
single
like,
story.
We can spy on him now. I have one of his possessions.
This is a single-story building, so no, he does not fall to
He's
his
got skill though,
That'd be funny.
because those windows are small and he walked out of it backwards. Lucky.
So, Ifan, while this is happening, you are scouting with the birds. What are you doing?
Scouting with the birds, looking for just whatever they see. Anything at this point.
Make me another perception check with advantage.
24.
24. You're watching this whole thing, and it's at this point you see a flash within the forest. The hawk immediately looks over towards that and starts to soar over towards that light. And you see another light before you hear a loud clap as something has just shifted.
Okay.
You don't see any more flashing lights.
Can I tell where those flashing lights were?
Absolutely.
The direction they were from camp?
Yep.
Perfect. I'll sever my connection with Beast Sense and just start running.
Okay, you immediately start running. So, as you are running, that clap was you being banished.
I figured it was
I'm
something.
crisscross
to do by-
applesauce on the sand,
Yes.
meditating,
Yeah.
healing.
So,
What is it? You're
while
a
you
zucchini.
are running towards them, everything transpires with you guys that we had already described. Cal is good. You end up, both of you turn back and start running back towards the party, and you hear shuffling through the branches and the bushes, running straight at you both.
Oh my god.
I get my staff ready, shillelagh.
Nice.
You see just sparking off.
And is Huza with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He,
Huza was in the Aether Pokeball that was thrown at
That's
him
right.
Yeah, the
to
Pokeball.
seal him.
did we grab the Pokeball or did it?
Who's a
It
wizard's
shattered.
boy?
It shattered. Okay. All right. So then I would say, Huza, check who to see who that is.
Who's it?
Whose is it?
You see the blooms start to narrow in as it.
You ready for another fight?
I guess. I already healed up. So.
All right. And that reminds me, I should heal too.
Ifan,
Oh,
you
yeah, that's a good
immediately
idea.
feel a presence of Aether rushing at you.
I get ready to block it, to defend myself from the anything.
Okay. You're running and you kind of stop and kind of stonewall yourself. You feel the Aether just kind of coalescing around you, kind of strengthening your skin, making it more of a shield. Before you see jumping and bounding out of a bush, you see Huza, teeth out, all of the briars of the mouth, kind of splitting the mouth open to create this enormous maw of vines just kind of whipping around before they all come back in. You see it just stand up and just walk over to your hand and just brush his muzzle against your hand.
And I come charging in. About to attack.
And you see Huza just like rubbing his head against Ephon's hand.
Oh,
Oh, it's Ephon.
you're fun.
Oh,
Ow, Ren.
you.
Is everything okay? Where's everyone?
No, everything is
No.
not okay. We
I didn't find Susie.
couldn't find Susie.
Bella?
Vela's gone? We knew that.
I didn't know that.
You didn't.
Yes,
you
no,
didn't
you
know
guys knew that.
You knew that.
I never saw any.
No, we didn't see Vela. We just we're chasing after.
So you never
Susie.
saw Vela or Susie?
No.
You saw Vela and Susie.
Did I see Vela?
You saw Vela and Susie. You didn't see
It was
either.
too dark.
It was too dark for you.
Yes, I saw Vela and Susie.
Oh,
They were both captured.
Captured.
Yeah, they had some kind of magical dampener on them. They couldn't. They were asleep, and couldn't do anything.
They were asleep.
Bella had like a big lump on her head.
Yeah, she was bleeding from her nose and her ears.
And just
Yeah, there were
That's typical.
Tweety birds flying around Bella's head. It was strange.
No, stars. You know
Yes,
it would be stars.
Stars, yeah, stars and birds, actually.
Yeah.
She had both,
Dark
so it was a
hair.
bad hit.
Oh, no.
That was a traumatic brain
Yeah,
injury.
she is severely concussed now.
She should not be asleep right now. We need
Someone needs to
monitor
wake
her.
her up.
Someone's gotta wake
Deep
her up.
sleep.
They teleported away. We couldn't save them.
Okay, let's get back.
Did Vela try to communicate with you? She must have given you some kind of instructions of where they were taking her. She has that necklace.
How would I know that?
You see, Brad just looked at it. All she said was sorry.
Sorry
for what?
for doing the fire.
No, he did the fire.
He did
was
the
doing
I don't.
Yeah.
Ephon did the fire.
For making you do the fire.
Vela did make him do the fire. That was the start of the
Yeah,
joke.
that's
It
true.
was going, Ephon, you do the fire.
I don't know.
So no luck on your guys' side either.
Nothing. Through the eyes of the raven, saw flashes and heard a black cloud from over here, which is why I came running.
Yeah, we eliminated all the threats over here.
Yes, they're all gone.
Maybe we should go back to Oryx and see if they've found anything.
Yes, yeah. Let's head back.
So you end up heading back, and it's at this point, around the same time, Rose, you start to head back with Tanis to the center plaza. Susie.
Oh.
This is what I'm here for.
You're unconscious. So,
Yep.
Tanis.
No.
Oh,
Lonty.
Oh, I am on screen. I forgot.
You
that.
are,
Screen.
yes, you are. You are unconscious. You have these fading, hazy kind of dreams that kind of almost like feel like they're visions of your past, of life. And you've had a similar feeling before. A few times while on the battlefield, of almost like your life flashing before your eyes. Memories just flooding in, searching for every moment that they can to figure out some way to get you out of this situation. But it just continues. But your eyes kind of flutter awake as you feel just cold dampness on the side of your cheek. You are on the ground.
I'm gonna say, does my arm move up?
Yeah.
I'm not.
No.
No?
You're on the ground and it's cold and damp and your eyes kind of are like fading in and out, and you realize you're almost like on the surface of the stillness of water. almost like it maybe like you are directly on the surface of it, or maybe it's just not that deep of a puddle.
I sit up.
You sit up and you see just the ripples just rippling off of you. Black water.
Do you have a soul stone?
Is there a well I can jump down?
A+ move. You should
Get
definitely
perception.
try it. I bet that's a really smart thing to do.
Yeah, I think that's the
I
move
think-
here.
Yeah. First thing you should always check for.
18.
18. Your vision starts to kind of like you're getting used to this vision of seeing double as you're
Man, I'm
fighting.
so hungover. Man, they put me in a pool. Man,
You see what looks like these pillars, these towers, all around you. It almost looks like you're looking up through a rib cage. You just see these structures of bone surrounding you, almost like you are in a house of bone. You're looking around and you see there is a mountain of what looks like decayed flesh and bone, kind of creating this hill. And atop that is a throne made of these different bone structures, and you see on top of it is a circle that has 3 raven skulls. And you see sitting in the chair, elbows on the knees, just leaning forward.
What is this place?
This is your inner realm.
My inner realm?
Our inner realm, I should say.
And, does that mean I'm dreaming or something?
Dawn?
I know, I don't know where she came from. Sorry,
Does
hold
that
on.
mean I'm
Dreaming or something?
Whenever you talk to deities, you turn into
I
badass.
do.
Because she did that a lot.
Yeah.
In a sense, you are in grave peril. You've been captured by the enemy.
I remember some of that.
Hmm.
Let my guard down one time.
Letting your guard down is fine.
Not anymore. So,
Maybe not to the extent that you went.
That session's energy was something else.
It's a shame it's gone forever.
forever, so sad actually.
We can get it without audio. Just go.
Yeah, we can watch it.
Yeah.
We just can't hear it.
We should have a watch party.
We need to dub it.
We need to
Closed
dub it so
captions.
bad.
Yes.
I think we have to do that. Egg, what are you doing? But we have to be each other.
Yeah.
I'll dub for Jonah.
Be very
So-
monotone. That for Allison. I know. I'll have
That
no
means
job.
he gets a break.
So I'm in peril, as you said, and you're going to help me.
Sure. I did say that you were going to be my right hand. You were going to help me command the armies.
Kind of hard to do if I'm dead. I think. I'm not too sure how that really is gonna work.
The Raven thinks that all of this is hers. She believes the Shadowfell is her home. She believes the Feywild is against her because she realizes that was my domain as well.
Is she who took me?
No. She did not take you. But she tries to claim you and your people. Your people were born of the magics of the Shadowfell. You are my children.
Okay, so what about the danger I'm currently in?
Do you fully renounce every claim she has on your bloodline, as well as any claim she might have to your allegiance?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I already threw away the pendant. If this is the next step, then yes.
Throwing away a pendant is drastic for sure, and very appreciated. But I warn you, this is not an easy path. You are now choosing the path of death.
That is no different from what I've already done.
I am aware.
I think that's what she meant.
She's died before.
You have died previously.
Yeah, I figured you would probably know that.
She tries to cling to your soul even more since you entered that realm. Do you fully renounce everything from her?
Yes.
Good. What do you need and what will you give me for it?
Well, it's kind of hard to know what I will need, since I do not know where my physical body is, and the condition it's in, and the people I'm facing.
They've teleported you somewhere within Ozhaven. I do not believe that's the
I've
final
been
destination.
teleported?
Yes, you are no longer on Mount Saphius. They're going to, I believe, transfer you somewhere else. From what I can surmise, they are Etherean.
Okay. Whatever I'm in, will you be able to get me out?
With my current power, those cuffs are not coming off by my power.
So there's magical cuffs now.
Not magical.
Like you can't wait. You're saying you can't break like regular handcuffs?
I am a spirit bound in aether. My body fragmented. The power I currently have is not able to release these manacles that were created by the very man who created the same generator that brought our paths.
When she says that, she goes, ah! she goes, I knew it! Yeah, she fully turns around like, I'm going to die here. You know that, right? They're gonna transfer me to him then.
If you're already dead, then what will they do with a dead body?
I didn't say I was already dead.
I'm aware of this. But what if you happen to be dead? What would they do with
Well,
the dead body?
Probably experiment on me.
Everything they have, aether, expires when the host does. There would be nothing to be gained.
Listen, I'm not a science person. I don't know what this freaky little guy is gonna do with my blood samples once I die.
He is a freaky little guy.
He's a freaky little
He is a
guy.
freaky little guy.
I know he's a freaky little guy. We met him one time
He's a little
over a
blonde
year ago,
guy.
and he was a freaky little guy.
Freaky little guy. He's got glasses.
That was
the
very
worst
cute.
part of this
Wow.
Wow.
Played it.
Wow.
He's blonde. He's got
Yeah,
glasses.
he's
He's short.
Oh no. My Simon C2 all
Simon.
along.
The real C2 was the tarot we made along the way.
Susie C2.
Oh my
Susie
God.
C2. You rearranged the letters.
Sus too.
She's Tom Riddle.
Not Tom Riddle.
Monty.
Oh my
Monty.
gosh.
C2.
Oh my
There's a
god.
code there. We need to break it.
of your power more than I do. What can you give me to get out of here?
I know you've done it before, but if you can break your thumbs,
Oh, that was my first thought once you said you couldn't get out of my handcuffs
Good.
for me. That's
once you
Easy.
release them, I will be able to help you further.
all right. Let's wake up.
That depends on you.
Oops.
Oopsie.
I was not the one who ingested toxins. That was you.
I'm
Let loose.
not a huge fan of your tone right
Dad.
now. I was partying. No. Shit, okay. You know, I can wake up from this. I can do it. She's gonna try really hard to wake up from this.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw. We're gonna say this is a DC 12. If you fail this, the DC is gonna go up by 2 each time
Gosh.
that there's a failure.
Okay.
So DC 12 is what you need to get.
18. I need everyone to know my wisdom is +0. No.
Your eyes start to kind of flutter awake. And we are retconning a little bit of things here.
Oh.
Okay.
We'll get with those. You'll know what they are.
I don't mind. It was
So-
handy.
Your eyes start to just kind of shift. You feel the sensation in your body start to return. Your consciousness is barely starting to peek through. You hear a voice. Soko's ready. All right. Let's do this. Let's get paid.
Can she see, or is there a bag over her
There's a
head?
bag over your head.
Okay.
And your consciousness is starting to kind of like waver in and out right now.
Break your thumbs.
Okay. Yeah. Can she feel like the chains that she's in? Does she
Yeah,
have?
you're starting to feel your body is still numb,
Yeah.
but you do feel like feeling again. And you are being carried, and something steps up, and you hear of something charging below.
You gotta go.
What? How is she being carried?
You are manacled on your legs
Yeah.
and on your hands.
Yeah. So she's like on a stick somehow, like.
Probably a
Hog tie.
Wow.
Your
Really?
your arms are manacled behind you. Your legs are manacled and folded up and meet the ones behind your hands.
Are you slung
behind your
over
back.
someone's shoulder or?
Yeah. So was I set down? Like no one's touching me.
No.
Right.
Yes, you feel the humming and the vibration of something of the floor below you.
Oh, okay.
So you're
So
above.
as soon do I have enough consciousness right now to break my thumbs?
Go ahead and make me another saving throw. This DC is gonna still be 12.
She would know how to do this though.
Absolutely, I know.
Okay.
You are extremely intoxicated.
Look, if Vela can
Yeah,
do
I'm
it-
not hungover. I'm still drunk.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
You said another wisdom, right?
yes. This is gonna be still DC
Nope.
12.
Nope.
Okay.
Vela did it when she was pretty drugged, though.
Yeah, well, she
So-
rolled better than me right
Yeah.
now.
I did not. I had to roll stealth checks to not scream.
Ooh.
Yep.
Well,
And you're way more intoxicated.
yeah, we'll just say my hands don't have feelings in them yet.
Mhm. As it ready, and you feel just your body ripping and tearing and reforming as it. You hear and just a sizzle.
Great.
Oh,
Great.
she got
Oh,
transported.
great. Oh, you
Oh,
transported.
you teleported.
Do I have to roll some sort of check to pretend like I'm still passed out?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a deception check.
Okay.
I'm gonna say an advantage
Okay.
Okay.
because of the predicament that you're in.
And it, because
She's great at deception.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm so good at it.
Or -1.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Well, I rolled a 5 and a 2, and it's
Oh.
-1.
It's
So
a
I have
A dirty
4.
one.
4.
No, it's advantage, so it's 4.
Oh.
Okay, like meeting C2.
Yeah, 4.
As you're starting
So
to
I'm
kind of
probably like, ah!
You cough away.
Yeah.
You throw
I am still totally asleep.
Yeah.
You're like
Fuck
going,
me.
you're doing the doo-doo-doo.
Punk shoe. Punk shoe.
Z, Z,
Yep.
Z, 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 Z. Probably, yeah, the teleporter kind of hurt. She like rolled on her side, like,
you hear. Did you harm one of the cargoes? I didn't do anything. You feel the hood get lifted off, and your eyes immediately try to adjust as you're like, I'm definitely asleep, but man, that's bright.
Yeah.
And you see a red tiefling kind of leaning over you, her head kind of cocked to the side. You see she has these like ram-like horns that kind of just curl off to the sides. And a covering over a majority of her face.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of just looks down at you curiously. Good morning. I'm surprised you woke up from that. That was quite the toxin that she gave you. Poor Betty's
I'm gonna spit on her.
Thank you. Thanks for doing that. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You spit and it just like hits like the face cover.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
Yeah.
Tieflings are different.
And she just kind of wipes it away. You're a fighter, I see. Good. Save your strength. You don't need it.
She's not gonna give her anything. Yeah.
She looks over, and you now are starting to realize there is more people here. You see, there is an elven male. There is a half-elf female. And it seems as though the elven male, he has what looks like some sort of long rifle on his back. And you see he has a revolver on his hip. And he is.
Are they mine?
No.
Oh.
And he's the one who has lifted the bag off of your head. You didn't have any of your weapons other than the ring.
Dude, can I still feel that on my finger? Did they take that?
They did not.
Oh no, they didn't take it. Okay,
They didn't
I
take
was like, no, I don't feel it.
You don't have any of your personal effects other than. Would you still be wearing your armor?
I was gonna say she would not have taken her armor.
Okay,
off.
so you would have your
Yeah.
armor and
All
your
of-
ring.
all my armor and my ring. Yeah,
That's all she needs.
really kind of all I do.
And technically your spirit metal mantle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's still on. Yeah. Definitely parting with that on. I just got that.
So, she looks over and kind of gives the nod to the one who has the firearms, and you see him put his hands over and grab the clasp.
I bite him.
You bite him.
I bite him.
Go ahead and make me an attack roll at disadvantage.
That's just.
I'm gonna say he has an AC of, we'll say 17.
Gosh dang it! I got a 15.
You got a bite, and he just smacks you across the face.
Mm-hmm. No, she's like moving now though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He just smacks you across the face.
Can I
And
try
you
to break my thumbs again?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
In just a second.
Yeah.
You see him smack you across the face and go ahead and just grab what looks like the sheath of his dagger, and then just put that into your mouth.
Oh.
And just shove that in, just so you are not biting anything but that. As he grabs the clasp, and you feel
No, she's moving. This is gonna be hard for
Yeah.
him to try and grab.
this. You are on the ground.
Yeah.
His boot on you. He is going to remove this, and you feel the tension on the clasp. Go ahead and try to break your thumbs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this is going to be a strength check. This is not going to require much, but it is going to be a strength check.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say DC 10
Mm-hmm.
to be able to break one of your thumbs.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 17.
Immediately broken.
Easy. hand is out of the cuff. I'm reaching to punch him now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You immediately pull out and go to punch. This is going to be an unarmed strike.
Mhm.
This is going to be an attack roll, plus your dexterity modifier.
18.
That hits. Perfect. And then go ahead and this is going to be your strength modifier.
I think it's just 3.
Yeah,
or-
it's your strength modifier of damage.
Oh. It says 3 on the magical page.
What, 3 points of damage?
Yeah.
That's base damage. What's your strength modifier?
2.
2.
Which is why I don't know why
it's
it says
2
3.
plus 1.
Is it
or
just
Yes.
the
modifier.
plus
Well,
one?
it's always going to be just the 1.
Yeah.
So 3 damage as you just smack right across the jaw, your thumb dislocated, but you just smack him in the jaw and he just and immediately pulls out a revolver right at your head.
Yep.
And you see it just
Is the one hand out enough for my help? Or do I have to have both hands out?
you have one hand. You technically can move both hands out. You do not feel the presence of Aether,
Because of the one handcuff still. Dang.
and you realize the handcuff on your wrists are the only ones that you feel some sort of pressure from. The ones around your ankles look like just normal manacles,
Oh, interesting.
but the ones that are on your wrists, they have this you've seen these types of striations and networking. You've seen it on the generator core. This is the similar type of technology
Okay.
that seems to be Aether dampening. You feel the presence of Aether, that kind of shadowy mist that you kind of had around you vanishes. It is not present, and it has not been present for as long as you have been awake during this endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably the first thing that strikes you after his hand is you don't have that feeling anymore. That sixth sense that you had towards the Aether realm, gone. It's almost sickening.
Interesting. So he has it pressed against my head, though.
Yes.
So she's going to then grab it, and she's gonna spit the sheath out and go, I don't think you want me dead.
No, hit her out. The chieftain is like fully just squatted down, her arms crossed, just resting on her knees, just looking over you. And what good are you alive?
Better than dead, mostly.
Interesting. What do you do?
What do you do?
You're watching it.
So you kidnap people.
It's one of our terrible, terrible things that we are so sorry for, and we have to repent to the great Storm Lord above.
Yeah, no.
This is a bloody business, but it is a business nonetheless. I was pretty much in your same shoes.
So you understand my reaction to this?
Oh, absolutely. I think that's why you intrigue me. So, what do you do? What is your deal? And it's at this point you're now like starting to take in the surroundings a little bit. You feel or you smell the scent of fresh cut lumber. And you're laying there and you're breathing and you feel like sawdust just kind of like on your skin. You are in a mill.
She's gonna go, well, I just sing and dance. And She's gonna try and like kind of stealthily break her other thumb.
Give me a sleight of hand check
Yeah.
before the actual thumb.
Yeah.
This is to see how well you can contain your thumb being broken,
Mhm.
and how well to not make a reaction, and also how to do it subtly.
Yeah, for her to not see
Exactly.
it. Yeah. Ooh. It's a 14 for the sleight of hand.
14 for sleight of hand. I'm gonna roll perception. Not from her, because
Mhm.
she's enamored with this.
Yeah.
But
There's two
I-
other guys. Yeah.
there's not
Well-
two other guys.
Well, no, one guy has the gun on me, and then
There's the one who has the gun on you. Then there is the female half elf,
Mhm.
which for her you see that she has a crossbow that is just kind of aimed towards this general direction, and she's keeping a watchful eye of everything.
Mhm.
You see sitting at a table nearby is two others that they're kind of half-heartedly like listening and looking over.
they're on their lunch break. Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
And that's all the ones that you see there.
Okay.
And they're just kind of with the whole like addition to everything, you've caught their attention more. But I'm not going to roll perception for them. I'm going to roll perception for the ranger, and for both rangers, or the ranger and the gunslinger is what I'm going to roll for.
Both very perceptive people, I'm sure.
So I'm going to roll.
Once, please.
So the rifleman is a gunslinger.
Okay.
Who would have thought?
So what was your thing?
14.
14.
Once.
Crossbow is a
As you're doing that, you see the gunslinger. Just he has it pointed to your temple and kind of looks up at the tiefling like, "What are you doing?" And as you're like, "This is my chance," you just hear, "Hey, hey, 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 hey! None of that." As she kicks your boot, none of that. And then
What? No singing or dancing?
and you see
Susie
the red tiefling looks at your hand. All I had to do was ask.
Somehow I don't believe you. But if you would like to spare my poor thumb,
If your thumbs can work for us, I will spare anything.
you're trying to offer me a job?
Okay, I did not see that coming. I will be honest.
This whole thing was like.
That's what we're retconning. So it's like, yeah, so Susie works for her now, and you've seen her in good graces.
Yep.
Ethereum thumb war.
A thumb.
Yeah.
We need a thumb war champion.
And clearly,
It's you!
it's you. You can dislocate your thumb so well.
She-
So well.
She's just still looking down at you with pity. What is your deal?
You really want to know.
Yes, I do.
You should learn more about your targets before you take them, though.
You see, you're collateral in this. But also, you happen to be, what does Simon call it? A generator born, I believe he called it.
That's a gross name.
He's not creative.
No.
That's a terrible name. That's
You-
a case.
She's still holding. Do you like him? Because I don't.
It pays the bills.
I understand.
You know what? You're right.
I mean, she's not like, yes, he's correct, you know. So I understand.
As much as I do hate him, it does make capturing you with Aether so much easier.
Oh, joy. So you really have no clue who I even am.
Not a clue.
Insight. 11.
She seems to be holding an upper hand in this conversation the entire time.
Mhm.
You're not certain what she may or may not know.
Mhm.
So what is your deal? You keep avoiding the question.
Well, I'm ex-military.
That's so.
Yeah.
But military.
Well, it no longer exists. That's why I'm ex.
They're from Arclis.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Nope, she's not sorry.
I knew family there.
New family there? Hang on, we can't gloss over that. I knew my estranged family lived there. Yeah, I knew my cousin there.
Will you hold on?
That was so funny.
She kind of looks at you, but kind of also kind of past you as she says it.
Oh, she gets that 1,000-yard stare.
Family back there. Good riddance.
This is on you. They're dead.
Yeah, okay, so did you actually want to take off my other handcuff?
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
So where do we go from here?
That's a great question. I was about to ask you the same one, actually.
Well, it seems as though you are not all thumbs. So
Thank you.
She's not all toes.
that's true too.
Don't take off my shoes! Don't take off my shoes! My shoes, no, my boots. Not the 9 toes.
Susie Nine Toes.
Yeah.
They're gonna bully me if they don't have 9 toes. I can't know.
So, I mean, I'm just assuming you're gonna knock me out again and take me wherever you're told to take me,
Who knows?
like a puppet.
Like a puppet.
Well, I'm just being told what to do.
That's an offensive analogy.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Bella. Sorry.
Oh, you're calling me a puppet.
No.
I thought you were referring to yourself. Seems to me you're chasing false shadows.
I'm not chasing anything.
Maybe. If I remove these manacles, what is your plan? How do you expect to get out of here?
My plan? Well, I don't really make plans.
No, you see,
This is
that's
true.
kind of a folly because that's what we love to do here. We love making
I love
plans.
making plans. Oh, but
So she doesn't do that. She actually throws up because she's hungover.
she actually knows that. No, she's
Hold
still
on.
drunk. Yeah. No, yeah, never been much of the planning type. You can see how well that's worked for me.
Our boots are on you, and you are on the ground in cuffs. So maybe planning does work. So, if you were to hypothetically escape, what would be your plan?
Well, you know, if I had both of my hands free right now, I think I would bake you guys a bunch of cupcakes because I'm so happy to be here.
Deception check.
Yeah, I'll roll. Yeah. She's, oh boy!
She's like, oh thank goodness. I thought we got off on the wrong
I'm
foot.
starving.
We did lose a good baker in this, so a new baker might not be that bad.
Yeah, so bring the keys over.
You know. Because here's the thing. If they're aether in general, they're worth money. But if they're from the generator explosion, they're worth some real money. And if there's somebody on our list, well, we'll be rich beyond our wildest dreams.
How do you even know if I were to be from the generator?
Kind of moves her finger back there, and you see on the table next to those two that are sitting there, you see there is a device there that kind of is kind of has a almost like half of like a D20 in like those shapes, but then the top half is just a dome, and that one has all of these like shifting concurrent lights within it. That there detects people that have that faint little reflection of it.
So then you would know I'm not part of it.
Oh no, you are.
I don't think I am. I think I would know.
Well, there's only one real way to test it. And you see she unsheaths a dagger, and then you see her grab the hand that is cuffed and slice it. You see her put her palm
She-
through it.
Does not wince. She doesn't want to give.
Anything.
Yeah.
Puts her palm through it. And holds out her hand, and you see they go ahead and lift up the sphere and walk it over and press onto it, and it glows the same dull green color as the generator when it blew. Yeah, it seems like it works.
No, I don't. Must be broken.
Right.
Wow.
See ya.
Alright.
Bye, buddy.
Hope you find your dad.
Tanner, stay there.
Okay.
Tanner, don't you dare.
Stay right there.
Yeah, Tanner,
Do not go to the other bar.
Tanner, no. Tanner, no.
Come
We're
back.
never giving him back now.
He took his water.
He took his water. He's probably refilling it.
Yeah, now he's gonna actually do something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well. So you're just gonna sew me then?
They're sick of the dog.
That's what you said? How boring.
What did you have in mind?
Not that.
You see, that's not very creative. You say mine isn't creative, but mine actually earns me money.
I have a
So-
question.
Yes.
Did they actually get my spirit metal off of me?
No.
No? Okay. Alright, sorry.
I thought that was.
I wanted to see it.
Yeah.
Teacher tiefling. This is with her dislocated thumb. Going, I have a question.
Wobbling all
Yeah.
over.
You can attempt to try to do the other thumb if you want.
I do want to. I feel like enough time has passed.
This is
I
another
want to do
sleight of
another,
hand.
another sleight of hand check.
And the other two are going to get perception checks again.
I'm aware. I'm aware.
No.
That was almost a natural 20. Then it shifted to a 2. There's
Oh,
no
no.
way.
The worst thing.
I mean, that is a 7 if they somehow both roll lower than a 7.
You can look at the dice if you want to.
They're both like 20s, aren't they?
I can't say.
You can't say. You can't read it.
So, those are fun. As you are starting to try to dislocate this other one,
Yeah, I'm gonna get hit. Yeah.
technically they have disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm prone. I'm prone.
But a 13 and a 14
Don't hit.
on the die.
Oh.
Oh.
How high is their bonus?
-1.
Yes.
I do have an 18, so.
Let's see. With proficiency with their level, it would be a +3. So technically it would miss.
Yeah.
As the bolt like goes right where your ribs should be. As they fire and you barely shift out of the way, and just as one of the bolts kind of breaks into the stonework next to you.
Jeez.
She missed, meaning you have an opportunity in this exact moment to dislocate your thumb, but not in a safe manner.
She's gonna take it.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yep, so this is going to be a strength check, DC 10. Natural one.
It was a natural one.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, be done with that die.
Oh my
It
god.
is now. It is hurting really bad. It is not breaking, and this is going to be a break, not a dislocation.
Yeah.
Because you are not doing this safely.
Yep.
So, after she does that, you see her immediately pull out another bolt and start to pull tension on it. As you did that, you saw the bolt fly. The gunslinger looks down, then looks back up at you with just, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that."
So
Get out.
did I break my thumb then? Or no?
It's nearing.
Okay. So she's gonna. Can I try? Because I still have my hand on
Yeah.
his pistol.
Yep.
Can I try and just push it away and then one final attempt to break the thumb?
Okay, this is going to be a competing athletics check. It's going to be Dex or Athletics, or a Acrobatics or Athletics, your choice,
Athletics.
to see if you can do that. And it's going to be his Acrobatics against your Athletics then,
Okay.
and he has a +5 to this.
Mhm.
So, Abby, do you want to watch the roll?
17.
Natural one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Whoa.
I'm glad I watched
As-
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I rolled it, didn't look, and I looked at your reaction first.
I feel like you guys are more nervous
Yeah.
than me.
I
Push
have
the gun
PTSD
over-
from the fellas.
Push it forward, and immediately it fires. The immediate ringing in your ears, the disorientation. It's ringing, and you're just reeling from it.
Yes, but she's like, wartime, I'm awake. Like,
Time to now you have to die.
Yeah.
Roll
No, that's what
Roll again.
your
oh,
bestie said.
yeah, that's it.
Roll again
Oh, to break my thumb.
to break your thumb. And this is going to be a break.
Okay, 17. Yeah.
As it breaks, and it's under your body, so you're able to use that to lift it out. And as you do, you immediately feel the come back to you.
Mm-hmm.
The clasp that was kind of like rattling open a little bit, you feel it reclasp itself. You see the eyes of the three skulls just give a faint glow. All of the different metallic feathers that you have on you, almost like a wind chime, start to just shift just a little bit. And this all happens in the exact moment. As that happens, you see the firearm go off, and because of the way you pushed it, and because of her position, there's a
Ricochet?
possibility that he might shoot her.
I would love that.
So,
Oh my
This would be the best moment ever.
so I'm
Please.
going to say,
Please.
I'm gonna say,
I would
I'm
be
gonna,
so
okay, I'm gonna say this is gonna be a 50-50.
Uh-huh.
If it's 11 and above, he shoots her.
Yes.
If
Please.
it's 1 to 10, he
Please.
does not shoot her.
Please. Please.
Okay.
Please.
You see her shoulder
Yes!
as she gets shot,
This is
which
the best
does
possible ending.
disorient her a bit.
Mhm.
And what do you do in this moment?
So this moment, I'm trying to channel him.
Yes.
Because he was like, I'll get you out once you're free.
Yep.
So I'm like, I'm free, buddy. We gotta go.
we gotta go.
We gotta go. I want to kill them, but there's too many right now.
Can't you Misty too?
Well,
Yes.
that's. I mean, I don't know if that's technically what I'm gonna do in this moment. I don't know if he's gonna do something. If nothing immediately happens from him, she is doing the like misty stuff that I have.
What's it called?
The Raven. Oh,
Oh.
do I not have it? I
Definitely.
don't have it anymore, do I? Yep.
You.
That's fine because I can bonus action, throw my echo, and then go to it. So that's an option. But do I feel like he's doing something? Am I getting
You
out?
feel the immediate rush of that energy, that kind of echoed visage of you. You see it start to emerge back onto you. You feel the presence of Aether again.
Mm-hmm.
And as this happens, you're like, cool. Oh no,
Mhm.
because you feel that sphere that had done that. You feel just sickening presence from it.
What?
You feel that residual, that shard that Ben had from so long ago that destroyed his body. You feel energy, not equivalent, but similar
Poor
to that.
rope burner Ben.
Rope burner Ben.
You feel that sickening energy of so many different lives and aether spirits and aether souls harvested to fuel devices like this, and you feel that sickening presence. No other aether here, though.
Interesting.
Everybody else here is mundane. But as you end up breaking out from these, you feel that presence come back to you in this instant. What do you try to do?
I do want to kill them if there's too many. So what she wants to do is just get out.
Okay.
So she is in the middle of everything. She wants to get out.
Your echo.
Yeah.
Do you have to see?
I think I do. It's only. Where is it? Sorry, hold on.
All good. This is
Yeah, it
important.
has to be an unoccupied space I can see, and it has to be 15 feet. It's only 15 feet away to summon it.
Okay, so you immediately summon it. As you're laying there prone, do you switch?
I would.
As you immediately switch, she's reeling from the gunshot and looks down and just sees this.
Which does look a lot like
Semi-translucent version of you, but definitely isn't you.
Mm-hmm.
As you reapparate on top. Okay. That's nice. But the gunslinger, however. Wait, no. No, never mind.
It would be the full 15 feet.
I'm
I
aware,
do want
I'm
to get
aware.
Okay.
So you do that teleportation, and now you're standing up. You're no longer prone. Yes.
How wide is the chain on my foot shackles?
It's non-existent now.
They're gone?
You switched places.
Interesting. Didn't know that was part of it. Amazing. Love that. Thank you for giving me that. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm good.
Cool.
No more questions for me.
I can put it back on if you
No,
want.
I don't want it.
Run.
Yeah. Run away. Oh, is it my turn technically right now? I can do things?
Yes.
Okay.
You just summoned your echo and transported with it. You immediately swapped with it.
Was I... Because it had to be somewhere I see.
Yes.
Was I facing more towards the green? Am I closer to that thing right now?
You're laying
generator
like
thing.
this. This is the table. This is the device. Your head was looking up this way, so you'd be looking up this way. Like if your head was upright, you could see it within eyesight.
Yeah. So, but that's. I mean, I summoned my echo as far away as I could see, so it's closer to the green thing, right?
Pretty much right next to it.
I'm pretty much right next to it.
Yeah.
She's just gonna try and push it off the table and hopes that it'll break it, and then just run.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say because of this, you're trying to damage this. I'm gonna say this is gonna be DC 16
Okay.
to see if you can shove it with enough force to push it off this table and break it.
Okay. That is a 21.
You bamf out, and with your
I
palm,
flipped the table. No.
with your palm, you immediately feel the pain in your thumb.
Ooh.
But you push it off, and you just see it shift. And this is all happening just simultaneously in an instance. But now that you're there, you push it off. What are you doing?
Well, I just push it. I don't see if it breaks. I start to go to an exit that's hopefully over there.
Okay, perfect. Even better. Let probably look up something really quickly just to make sure.
Well, I guess because she would kind of had like been actively scanning the whole time for an exit.
Yes.
So whatever exit is there, that's where she's
there's
trying to
two doors in here on either side.
go. Okay.
There's the one on the far end, which is the one that you're now looking towards. There's the one to the back end, which you would not be able to see
Oh yeah.
from your laying down position.
So yeah, she's just trying to go to whatever door she can see. Hopefully, she's close to.
Okay. Perfect. So you are running towards that far door.
Mhm.
Cool. Thank you for that. Go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw. As you see one of the ones sitting at the table, you move past and you see his hand reach out, and you see arcane sigils start to appear in his hand.
Mhm. Mhm. If the DC's over 20, I'm not gonna.
The DC is not over 20.
Okay.
The DC is 16 for a wisdom saving throw.
9.
As you feel the whole person.
So that starts to happen in her mind. She's like, "You have to help me now." She's trying to summon him. Like, "You have to help me now."
Perfect. And because you're moving out of both of theirs, the other guy is going to get an attack on you as well. Where are you at? There it is. That was not what I was looking for. I can't find it. Which one was it? I'm sorry.
Unforgivable.
I know.
I guess that means that
Yeah, so
Susie
I
wins.
win, I think, is what that means.
Yep.
Think it means that I'm winning.
And I'm like, gosh.
If you get out of here, we're calling this episode Susie Wins.
Susie wins.
Please. I've surprisingly won way more than I thought I was
Okay.
going
We'll
to.
go ahead and make an attack roll against you, which actually is at disadvantage because you are close and it's a ranged attack.
Amazing.
Natural 20 and a natural 16.
Ah!
Doesn't crit.
I'm glad it doesn't crit. I wish it missed.
Where are my d10s? You take 2 points of fire damage as he casts out a firebolt at you as well.
Oh no, ouchie.
Don't,
Sorry.
don't
Sorry.
do that.
Sorry, no, that's.
Don't. Sorry.
What was that?
No. I mean,
He's like, okay, disintegrate.
ooh.
These are wizards that can cast teleport.
I know.
Which means they can cast disintegrate.
I know.
Yes, they can.
I know.
And you have hold person, so that would be an automatic fail.
Yes.
That's how we kill. That's how I killed Tanner's
Yeah.
Listen, I'm trying to summon the god of death right now, okay? No.
What a raw sentence. So,
Died for it.
so as you say that,
I want that on a t-shirt.
and you are just pleading.
Yeah, I'm like, you have to get me out of here.
I have to.
Come on.
You're making demands of me.
He's a literal.
You said if I get out of the handcuffs, you would get me out.
I didn't say in what capacity.
My God.
Oh shit. This god is dumb.
This guy's stupid. He needs her.
He's all friendly.
It's like, I need you to be my right hand.
He's only one.
Did you just talk back to me?
Did you talk
Go to your
Go to your room.
Go to your room. So you just want me to be stuck here and die here?
Oh, no, I never said that.
Well, then get me out of here. We're kind of on a time limit.
As he is, you see everything around you is stopped. You see he is, you yourself are also stopped, and you feel the arcane bindings on you. But you see him just kind of walking next to you almost.
Well, she says that, and then I guess she sees that everything stopped, and she goes, Or I guess not. She can't move, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Okay. That just confirming.
And you just see him just kind of walking, and everything here is just kind of grayscaled, almost like this is a moment in time to just both of you to communicate with it.
Okay. All right. You want to talk right now? Let's talk. What do you want me to do?
We're going to escape. But the place we're going is for my gain. And I need you to kill someone.
So I have to let me take them wherever they are going to take me?
I will lead you somewhere different. It will not be towards your friends. But it will be towards someone who has not been as faithful to me as you are. And I think it's time I reclaim that shard.
Yeah, we can do that. Can we, however, first, are you able to do that? Sorry, I'm not really a magic person. Are you able to do that thing where you can, like, tell one of my party members that I'm just alive? Do you have that kind of magic?
Do you want to follow the realm of death or not?
Fine, we'll go kill your guy first.
Good. You'll want these gone as he snaps, and just you feel the arcane binding shatter.
Yes, I did like those to be gone.
And you're standing. Everything around you is frozen.
So we can just walk out of here, right?
Let's go for a walk.
Okay.
As they start walking, you see birds flying in the air that have been stopped. You see the wind. You see leaves that are traveling. Yes.
She would, since time is stopped, she would kind of glance back just to see if the thing did break.
It's falling.
Oh, it's mid-fall. Okay. Hey, don't even get to know. All right.
You see the waves themselves are also stopped.
I'll know, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you'll know. She's like,
I'll tell you later.
thanks. Thanks, Bella.
As you both continue to walk,
This is a really neat trick.
yes, it won't happen often. As everything resumes, you see the seagulls fly overhead, the waves, you hear them crashing against the walls. And you immediately hear shouting, yelling, and a crash sound.
I do know. So is he still right there with me? He's gone, right?
Gone, vanished.
Okay, she's just gonna run.
You just continue running. There are people here that look like they see you and look down and look the other way. This is a town that knows its place.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. So I'm in a town.
You are within Soot Port.
Oh.
You see a port city that is quite large, but it doesn't look like a beautiful coastal city like you had in what was that place called?
Our beach episode
Which
town.
one?
Yes, the beach
Yeah.
episode town. I can't remember what that place was
Where
called.
the Tilted Lily franchise
Covemore.
TM was at.
It is. It is not like Covemore at all. This is a place of industry of just
Oh, like factories with
yeah.
thick smokestacks.
It is. It's,
polluting the environment
it is.
here.
It is called Soot Port for a reason.
I was gonna say something.
They're
I shouldn't
just
say, so I'm
yeah,
not
they're
gonna
right by
say
the
it.
ocean, dumping the oil in it.
Yep.
Who needs the ocean?
It's not a great place here.
Yeah, not a great place. So
Not
she
a
would
great
just be running. Thought I was gonna be in a forest. I was gonna hide in the forest, but there's no forest. So she's just gonna find like a place. She's gonna go to where she thinks she's far enough away and kind
Okay.
of find like a little.
Make a stealth check.
Yeah, some place to go. 19.
19. Perfect. Yeah, you're really well hidden. You see horseback, and you just as they're going through the city, seems as though like 2 of them have left and are now looking for you. One of them is the tiefling.
Okay.
And after probably a good hour of them searching for you, you just hear, "You can't hide forever. We know what you look like.
I don't know what you look like.
We'll meet again."
See, they never give me the chance to make those muffins.
Cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
They
That's what
got
I said.
downgraded.
They
to
did
muffins.
get downgraded to muffins. Absolutely. No
Sugar
cupcakes
muffins.
for them.
As you are hiding best as you can.
So in her equipment, she would probably have a little compass.
Mhm.
So she would take it out, and she'd be like, "All right, old man, tell me where I'm going."
You see the needle point away from north.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I am Shakespeare. Listen, I literally don't have a name for him, so he's gonna be called whatever I call him. All right, and she's just gonna follow where it goes then.
You follow it, and you're well stealthed. It leads you to a tall building. What languages do you speak?
Just Common and Elvish.
Common and Elvish. Okay. This is actually, hold on. You don't know this language.
Those sure are words.
It's a tall building and it has this this gate that surrounds it, and a kind of an archway gate as well. And you see that as you're running, it was pointing this way, and now it's towards the gate.
Towards the gate. Oh. Is it in there? Is it the person in this house? Can you give me like a mental image of who I'm here to kill?
You see that needle that was kind of shifting is now stationary.
Do I get this mental image of who I'm supposed to kill?
Nope.
Dang, alright, you don't have those kind of powers. Alright, that's cool. Sorry, my friend Vela does that. I didn't know if you could do that too. Alright.
Oh, I'm glad you're thinking of me.
Yeah,
Aw, how
even
cute.
though I don't know you're kidnapped and literally can't help you.
Oh.
Yeah,
you
so
do.
she's gonna kind of assess the best way to break in.
Okay, it's not locked. It's just a big gate. It makes a squeaking noise. That thing needs some WD-40.
Yeah. There you
You're
go.
like, I'm so stealthy, and then you make the sound to encourage the non-stealth.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Must have been the wind.
The door's in front of you.
The eye that's closed cracks open a little on the stone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she goes in.
Okay.
Tactically.
Yes. You end up walking in, and you see there's like buckets on like the ground with like mops in them. And the place kind of looks kind of dilapidated, but also there's clearly people living here.
Is it all of them? Do I need to kill all of them?
The arrow shifts.
Alright, just this person over here. Alright.
it's a toddler.
It's a kid. This kid was supposed to die.
You keep walking through. Funny you say that. If she spoke Infernal, you would know that this is an orphanage.
My name's
Oh, wait. No. Come
Here.
on. No. Hang on.
The needle leads you to a room. The door in front of you. The needle is unwavering.
I open it.
You open the door, and you see somebody in probably like their teen years, maybe late teens. Just
Say 20.
just there reading some
Just
sort of
no.
journal.
I need you right now to say like 20. Like
about 18.
No, Jonah.
About 5 to 20.
Rebellious 16-year-old.
no. They need to be.
Yeah, we've got.
They are an adult.
They
Okay.
need to be an adult.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I'm like, we need.
Yeah. That.
Look,
Okay,
adults,
they're an adult.
You become an adult.
We
at
know
15
this.
there.
Yeah.
Do you consent to murder?
Verbal consent to murder.
Verbal consent. I get to kill you.
An adult who works at the orphanage.
Yeah, an adult who works here. His job is to mop the floors. He's been doing a terrible job.
But you
He's
see
been
somebody
hurting
in
himself.
here. They are reading what looks like some sort of book.
Don't read a book. You're gonna die.
I kind of just.
That's the lesson.
I check the needle. Like,
Taking care of
it's
both
this
parties
person,
down.
right?
Doesn't move.
I kind of do like the test, like just to make
The
sure.
book closes.
Okay, no peanuts in here. Put the compass away. Put the
Looks up, and you see. He looks up, and there are no eyes.
oh.
Looks up with forehead.
Is it my time now?
So you know what I'm here for.
I do. The shards of the dead god seek each other. And mine has been looking for someone for a very long time. I've been ignoring it. But the dreams I get, I may not be seeing anymore, but I know exactly what you look like.
I'm gonna kill him.
Test.
Well, are you going to fight me?
No.
Then this shall be quick.
Kind of lays back onto the bed. Closes the eyelids.
And it's done.
And it's done.
And it's
Fast
done.
forward.
And it's an adult.
And it's an adult.
You
and who's
immediately
aware.
feel
Sorry, that's why I laughed earlier. She's such a gif of the.
you immediately feel just this sensation. You know the deed is complete. Either done or cheap.
Yeah. She kind of just takes a deep breath and then starts to leave. And then she just kind of seeing if she'll get stopped. Like, no, there's something in the room. Like, but she thinks it's done, so she's
No.
leaving.
Nobody stops you. Nobody says, "Hey, who are you?" Or, in fact, it seems like there's not really anybody here.
An abandoned orphanage.
Yeah, she just walks out. Then.
You walk out.
Now you can go find your friends.
Yeah, now I can go tell you guys I'm alive. How fun!
You now have another shard,
Great,
and the power grows.
great. Do I need to write that down? I have a shard. I have one shard.
Yes.
Two?
Two.
Two.
2 shards.
I'm a shard.
Yes. You're sharding all over the place.
I knew the more we were gonna say that, the more we were accidentally gonna
Yes.
say shard. Because we could be like shard.
Shard sheets.
Shards are.
Oh no.
So, you guys meet up into the middle square here. You see
The egg!
still a light. Everything's still super tense.
Sorry, no, I'm tagging myself. Don't speak.
You guys are all feeling this immediate kind of disconnection. You've spent so many times with the other party members. You know what the presence of their aether feels like, and you clearly feel the loss of not of life, but of presence of Lanti and Vela.
Oh, you missed them. Yeah.
You probably.
Yeah, well.
Do you feel
obviously
lighter? I
you
feel
feel better.
I feel like someone won't fall in a well.
like a dragon.
Oh, well, Vela fell in a well.
The risk of someone falling in a well has gone down to 0.
Weird.
So weird.
There we go. That's where I end this episode.
Oh.
Because this was a little longer than I was.
This was a bit
I kept looking at the clock and I'm like, oh, we have time.
So the next episode's gonna be fast.
Yeah. So thank you for watching, and we'll get back to reuniting.
How to say no to this?
Oh,
Mhm.
how to?
I forgot.
How? How can I please? No.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you later. Toodaloos.
Bye.
Bye.